So as you enter the church, you would see straight ahead. The nice thing that this one space does is anyone that walks in the church would see where do I go? If I have a 5-year-old, a 13-year-old, and myself, where am I going to take my kids, and then where do I take myself? So the first thing I would do is I would look to the right, and I would see the church offices, and then I would move forward just a little bit more, and that's where I would check my preschooler in. So I would head to that kiosk and get my preschooler checked in and my elementary age school child as well, so all the way up to the 5th grade. And then I would look straight ahead and I would say, oh, it's time to get some coffee before I go to church. So I'd probably move on to the coffee bar, get myself a cup of coffee, and then possibly if I needed to walk up the stairs to, check on my kids or anything like that, I could. But I would know that they were safely checked in. They had somewhere to be, and there was no way out except that one way that I took them in. This right here is right across from the children's area. It's a covered driveway, so drop off, pick up. And then I would move straight ahead. The spiral staircase would let my 13-year-old go up to her youth group. That's a youth gathering space that is much needed. I think last Wednesday night we had about 103 youth show up for services, which is phenomenal. They would hang there until it was time for them to go to their service, and then I would go ahead and head on to the sanctuary, which was straight ahead. But this is just a bird's eye view. What I like about the plan is that it's safe. The kids, I've served at the church as a missions director for the last couple years, and I can honestly tell you, see that little covered awning right there? That's where our entrance used to be for preschool. If this plan is approved, parents they'll feel so much, they'll be glad. They have one spot to drop off, one spot to pick up, and then the volunteers at the church will also feel great about that because we know who's checking them in, and we also know they're going home with the right people. So I love the safety. I love the fact that we're, in a sense, repurposing some of the building and not just adding a whole bunch of unnecessary space. It's intentional space.
When we first started looking at the project about a year and a half or so ago, we had 3 main purposes for it. First of all, when you first enter our building, the